Da 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 da, it's Crystal on my couch.
Welcome to Sean on the Couch. I'm Sean, this is the couch, and this is a much less colorful backdrop than we had last week. If you're watching this the day that it's been uploaded, then it's Monday, February 4th, and the O-Team's Winter Carnival begins today. There's board game nights, movie nights, all sorts of fun stuff. Pick up one of these green schedules from the table in the Windsor Theatre Lounge to find out all the stuff that's going on. We hope to see you out there. It ends on Saturday, February 9th, with the DSS and English Society's joint project, the Get Your Less Than 3 On Ball.
Get your heart on!
It's supposed to be a heart. That's going to be taking place at the University Club. There's going to be music, snacks, drinks, awesome company from both the Drama Study Society and the English Society. And as we all know, the drama students and English students are the best kind of students. If you're interested in getting more involved with the DSS, then consider running for DSS Executive next year. Nomination forms are available, again, on that same table in the Windsor Theatre Lounge. You can run for any of the 4 positions: President, Vice President, DSEG Rep, or Secretary Treasurer. Crystal is really excited about DSEG Rep for some reason. Nomination forms are due on February the 17th and can be submitted to any member of the current DSS Exec. Elections will be happening later this term, but remember, you can't vote unless you've paid your society fees. They're $10, and they also get you discounts to upcoming events later this term, including the Get Your Is Less Than 3 On Ball. Alright, so, without further ado, let me introduce my first guest, and my first guest for this show in general. He plays Le Capitaine, which I'm not pronouncing correctly, I'm sure, in Tintamarre's upcoming production, Alboom. Please welcome Rob Burrows. There'd be applause here if we had an audience. You okay? Good. It's an old couch. Mm-hmm. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you. Thanks for coming out. So tell us a little bit about Alboom. What's it about?
Well, Alboom is this year's Tintamarre show, and we explore the idea of memory and how memory affects family and how the idea of memory is evolved, especially in current society, modern society, where the pace of life is extraordinarily quick. Yeah. So we have this idea called the brouhaha, which is kind of the va-et-vient, the coming and the going, and all the noise that's kind of around us. So we tend to lose focus on what's important in life, such as family, such as relationships, and whatnot like that.
And so who's your character? Who's the captain, le capitaine? Don't speak French at all.
Le capitaine is, he's a character, he's a member, he's actually in a portrait.
Okay.
So
I've seen the set, because the set seems to have a lot of giant portraits. What's that about?
Yeah, so the idea is that it takes place in this one day, kind of a snapshot moment in the life of this ridiculous family, which lives in a gigantic house of, I think we counted, 36 residents in the house.
Okay.
A very extended family, it's called. They've got an exchange student in there. They've got 2 fathers living in there. They've got some cellar dwellers who live in the basement who don't pay the rent, that kind of stuff. And so, and they're also these portraits, which are very fascinating and different.
So Le Capitaine, is he in the family or is he in one of the portraits?
He's in one of the portraits.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I'm a portrait character. It's a snapback from an olden time. It includes a character who was I think one of the characters in the portrait is 70 years younger in the portrait than she is in real life. So we have 2 characters. One, the young version in the portrait, and then
cool.
The modern day version now. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Mm-hmm. Now, just hypothetically speaking, let's say that I don't speak a word of French. Mm-hmm. Hypothetically speaking, will I still be able to understand, appreciate the show?
Absolutely. I mean, my French itself is very limited, but I've been to see Tintamarre every year.
Okay.
I'm in Tintamarre now, and it helps you develop your appreciation of the French language and of language itself, and the power that it has through theater. But if you don't speak French, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the main themes are discussed both in English and in French.
Oh, great.
So you'll pick up, no problem.
Fantastic. Well, I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks for coming out, Rob.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Tintamarre's album opens on Wednesday, February 6th and runs through Saturday, February 9th. My name's Sean, and I'll see you next week on the couch.